Hey, what's up, guys, and what's up, Sussex Squad? How are y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Prince William, all I gotta say is William, 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 you bald-headed idiot. If you guys don't know, reports were running rampant all over the internet that the end was near for Charles. This was in the New York Post. This was in the Sun. This was everywhere. People close to Charles. He's not long from this world. I'm surprised they didn't start singing funeral hymns. Like, there's gonna be... No, wait, this is the dry, saltine island. I guess their cereal, their sermon and hymns are like, Ave Maria. Okay, let me stop playing. Let me get to my point, right? Y'all, they are now saying that it was all poppycock, pure speculation, rubbish, made up by William. Y'all, William is a little chaos demon, in my opinion, and you can think what you want about that man. How do you have time to literally harass your brother and his wife in America, try to take over all their steeds? You don't want to go to work unless it's a black tie gala and you have cool friends too. You talking about, baby, I'm going to be behind the scenes doing nothing and I dare anybody to say anything. And you out here spreading rumors that your dad is not long from this world because you want your dad to abdicate so you can take over, but yet you don't want to do any work. Y'all, make it make sense. I don't know what's wrong with this man. And let me just say this, right? The reports are, let me read you what was on Twitter. I know that you guys on Twitter be putting everything together before we do. So I always want to make sure that I give you guys your due. Shout out to Zandy Sussex on Twitter. Shout out to is it Nikki Radar? Shout out to Nikki. Hold on, let me pull this up. And actually, shout out to Henry. The 8th on Sussex. Shout out to Nikki Raynar the 2nd, Sherry Cantor, Valley Renee. Thank you guys for always looking out. So anyway, on Twitter, okay, Henry the 8th, that's Sussex Henry the 8th on Twitter. That is his handle. Make sure you go and call him out. Said, he had the best take on this. He said, Prince William said, my dad is so ill, he's going to abdicate any minute now. King Charles then releases a photo of him looking fine and happy with his wife, announcing he is returning to public duties. Prince William, shocked with the Pokemon face. Y'all, make it make sense. They said, again, I should have known William was behind Charles's on his deathbed articles. Henry VIII went on to say, so far the War of the Windsors 2.0 has been a cold one, but I don't think Buckingham Palace, he calls it Buckhouse, is releasing a photo of Charles. But I don't think Buckhouse releasing a photo of Charles and Camilla today is a coincidence. And it's hilarious, yet somewhat on point, that Kensington is planning stories about abdication when they cannot get their principal royals, that is Kate and William, in the same room or to show up for more than a handful of engagements a month. Y'all, William is literally King Joffrey. He is the Mad King. He is the beginning, well, not the beginning, but he will be the end of that monarchy. Blame Queen Elizabeth. You were so busy punishing Charles. Y'all, let's get into this, right? They said King Charles III is going to return to public duties amid cancer battle, shares new photos with Queen Camilla. Now, I do want to say this. William, you have so much time to go in on Charles and do all this mess. William, where the heck is Kate? Kate has been missing for officially 5 months. I know you guys on Twitter actually put together a timeline on April 20th that's being widely circulated. I'll do a video about that. But and you guys have been adding to this timeline for the past 5 months. If you're on Twitter, you would know, Anyway, King Charles has announced his return to public duties. Now, let me just say this. They announced that Kate was going to return to public duties, and she didn't. An AI video popped up and said we wouldn't see her for the original 9 months that we actually reported when this all started. Now, again, Kate, we didn't see her. But Charles has shown a picture of him and Camilla. And baby, it ain't AI. It ain't murky. It's super clear. I'll tell you one thing, William, you better stop playing with that man. Again, I think the whole monarchy should be thrown away. I will say, you better stop playing with that man, William, because last time y'all played in Charles and Camilla's faces, Kate's family got exposed for being a bunch of little fraudsters and broke. Kate and your marriage got ripped apart. You got exposed for being the weakest link. And the next time we saw you, it looked like you were 2 sheets to the wind, having too much sherry, dropping medals on the floor of the only engagement you're supposed to work at. On top of that, Thomas Kingston is still missing. I know a lot of people are trying to make a big thing out of Princess Beatrice's boyfriend ODing in Florida. Maybe that was related, but honestly, maybe they just, they like to party. Anyway, let's get back into King Charles's denial, shall we? They said Charles is set to return to his public work duties next week amid his battle with cancer. How is William planning to get Charles to abdicate? Is Kate going to show up? Is she going to be at the thing? Where is Kate? Your father, who's 80 years old, is returning to work with cancer because your little grubby, pale hands are so greedy. Where's your wife at? Here's what Charles said. His Majesty the King will shortly return to public-facing duties after a period of treatment and recuperation following his recent cancer diagnosis. Buckingham Palace said in a statement on Instagram, alongside a new photo of the 75-year-old monarch linking arms with Camilla. To help mark this milestone, the King and Queen will make a joint visit to a cancer treatment center next Tuesday, where they will meet medical specialists and patients. This visit will be the first in a number of external engagements His Majesty will undertake in the weeks ahead. Let me just tell you, and I've said this a while back, William and Kate keep trying to run articles about how brave they are. They have not even tried to shine a light on any cancer specialist. They haven't done anything except be selfish, which, again, I can't fault you for being selfish, but don't expect talking about it's brave. It's not brave to worry about your own life. It's not brave when you find out you may be dying to fight for your life. It's not brave when you find out your whole family might be shattered for you to spend more time with your family. That's not called being brave. That's called being human. But I digress. Remember I said, how come William and Kate have done F all for anybody or anything related to cancer? His next engagement will be with a cancer treatment center. In addition, the King and Queen will host their Majesties, the Emperor and Empress of Japan, for a state visit in June at the request of His Majesty's government. Baby, the royal couple also shared that they are deeply grateful for the many kindness and good wishes they have received from around the world throughout the joys and the challenges since the coronation last year. Baby. Y'all, listen. I'm not a fan of Charles, but baby, you just read William down and made him look stupid and made him know, baby, this is how the big boys do it. Stay in your place. Beloved, know thy master. I know William is hot and mad, but at the end of the day, and this is the scary part about William, all of this ish is all for pomp and circumstances. I don't really think that Charles or Camilla gives two figs, foot loops or fruit loops. However, at least they know how to fake they're human. At least they know how to fake like they're care. At least they understand the optics. William, to me, is such a horrible leader. He doesn't even understand the optics of what you need to do to at least justify your existence. Again, your wife has cancer. Why have you not made a donation? Why have you not even shown up? You literally show up from a letter that was wrote to a year ago by a child. Shows up. I guess dreams do come true. Why? Because you want to usurp what Harry and Meghan had when they showed up at that one school. The only difference is you still don't understand the optics, or maybe you do. You showed up to an all-white school to tell all-white children that you care about their all-white mental health. That's great. But what about the other part of the UK? What about the other part of the Commonwealth? And even though 1 out of 7 people, 7 out of 10 people might be of European descent, What about the Commonwealth? Because the Commonwealth is actually what makes the UK great. Anyway, they shared that they're deeply grateful. Anyway, the update comes on the heels of the alarming Daily Beast report that Charles' health was not good. That came from William, saying everyone is staying optimistic, but he is really very unwell, more than they are letting go. Sykes claimed the king's funeral plans, codenamed Operation Menai Bridge, were under review, that they were preparing for burial. As the royal source scribe Tina Brown recently reported, Charles's son, Prince William, and daughter-in-law, Kate Middleton, are experiencing intense anxiety over their frightening proximity to ascending the throne, just when they'd hope, for a span of years to parent their children out of the public eye. It's really sad to me that they actually use their children as excuses. They really are pathetic, to say the least. Intense anxiety, parenting their children out of the public eye. So let me get this straight. You can't be a parent to your child unless you don't do any work. Is that what it is? You can't be a parent. You can't show up for work. If that's the case, how's everybody in the United Kingdom being parents? Because as far as I hear, both parents have to work now to make ends meet. Anyway, so now we have it, right? We all know that, so we all know one thing. Charles is returning to work. He still allegedly has cancers, but some of the royal reporters, those the ones that are very loyal to William, says that there is no cancer. We still haven't seen Kate. It is the 5-month anniversary, and these people are literally making a mockery out of everything. But you know what? I love to see it. Again, where's Kate? How come we can't see her? How come we only see AI? And how come an 80-something-year-old man is literally coming into his own, going out to work because his lazy but power-hungry, stupid but arrogant, out of touch but wants to be the people's champ son, the walking contradiction, William, wants to take all. Why? Because you want to use everything you can to destroy your brother Harry. Y'all, make it make sense. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.